Hey there, so today I thought I would try something completely different. I'm going to keep this kind of lo-fi. I'm recording it on my phone rather than getting out the tripod and the good camera. It's a bit of an experiment which I've wanted to try for a couple of weeks now, but I recently bought a new pair of gym sneakers and they came with these kind of toe inserts or cardboard inserts. And as soon as I pulled them out, I thought ears of some kind. So I wanted to try and transform these into character ears. And I thought I'd try it out. If it works out, I'll post it up as a tutorial. I know not everyone's going to be able to come past these, but these are actually from Adidas or Adidas as they're known in the US. So if you've got a friend that owns a pair or a new pair, maybe ask them for these. I'm not sure if they come in other shoes or not. But yeah, I figured I'd give it a go. If it works, I'll post it. If I don't, obviously I'm not going to post it, but I thought they'd make awesome kind of character ears or mouse ears. So hopefully get something from this and enjoy. So what I thought I'd do is paint the inside of these a pale pink color and then go over the top with some flocking to kind of get that velvety effect that animals have on the inside of their ears. And then on the outer side, I will paint it a dark brown to match my hair color. And I might actually lay some hair on the outside to kind of give these a bit of a furry look. So that's basically it, and I'll get started. So I'm just going to mix up some white and red acrylic paint in a container and hopefully get a decent sort of pink color. These are both dry now, so I'm just going to paint the outside of them to match my hair color. I've already got a dark brown acrylic paint here, so what you want to do is obviously mix up a color that matches your own hair color. So if you're blonde, obviously you need to find a color that matches yours. Both these ears are dry now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a better brush and then just tidy up these edges. These are both painted now. I've left the bottoms untouched, the outsides are painted. I don't have pink flocking, so I'm going to have to mix it up myself. And what I'm trying to do is just match up that color with the pink color that I have on the ears already. And first of all, I'll start with some Prosaide, because when it dries off, it leaves a tacky surface. So I'll do a little test in the top part of the ear up here. I've just dried off that Prosaide with a hairdryer now. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this flocking and drop it in on the top of that glue. This is just a small detail. You can absolutely skip this if you think it's sort of, too much for you. I just sort of like that velvety effect that you see on the inside of animals' ears. So I'm just going to continue doing that now on the rest of the surface. I've now coated the inside of the first ear. It's actually looking pretty cool. There's a bit of loose flocking in there, but I can go back over that with a brush. Both of the ears are now covered in flocking. I think you can actually see that there, so it's just like a light layer of sort of hair or fur. A little bit of red flocking here in a separate container. This is actually from a nail art supplier off eBay, so I'm just going to go in and just dab this around the bottom area and just see if I can get it to darken up a little bit more. I've gone in and reddened up the inside of those ears a little bit more, just with a bit of red flocking. I actually really like the sort of subtle imperfections in here, so there's little darker dots of red popping out through the white as well. So what I decided to do was go out and just buy some of this fur just from a local fabric store. I got a small portion of it here, but I bought this. This is sort of a dark brown black color here. And I've cut a little strip off and I've decided to cover the ears with this. So that's just a bit of Prosaide in there, or Prosaide. And I'll go in and just dab over the back of this ear. Just wait for that to get clear and tacky. And I can actually add some to the back of the fur here as well. That should be tacky enough, hopefully, to stick down now. Fingers crossed. Just working my way around the edge now to make sure that it's all stuck down, and I'll go around and just trim the excess off once I've done that. I might go in and just narrow this down a little bit more. I think that edge, the gluing edge, is still a little bit too thick. So I've let this dry a little bit more. I'm going to go in now and hopefully be able to fold this over itself at least once, and then work my way around the edge and glue it down onto the inside of the ear. Both of those ears are covered now. And then the last step I'm going to do is comb this edge out a little bit so the hair is sort of drawn away from the ear, and then go in and add a line of hot glue and then just fold that little bit of fur over the edge just to kind of neaten this edge up a little bit more. That edge down now. It actually looks pretty cool. I've gone over just with the brush and comb some of the fur back down flat again. That's both ears complete now. I'm just letting this glue harden up a little bit more, but they're pretty much stuck down all the way around the edge. They actually look pretty cool. So you can go in and sort of fluff these up. These would be really good for a cosplay character as well. I might go in and just add a little bit more detail in here. I've got some additional bits of hair. I'm thinking I might stick some just on the inside here at the bottom as well. So there's a little bit of hair kind of protruding up from the inside, and that'll also hide that front edge and make it look like it's actually coming out of my hair a bit more. So this is both ears completed now. I'll stand them upright if they can stand up by themselves. And what I think I'll do now is just stick them on top of the headband sort of temporarily, just to work out a good position for them, and then that's it pretty much. I'm just hot gluing the ears now to this cheap metal headband, and I'm just going to let that dry and set, and then I'll put it on just to see what the position looks like. So these are my finished mouse ears. Could probably go in and actually style these a little bit more, just grab a brush or a comb or something like that. After having sort of gone through this process now, I'm not exactly sure whether they do achieve the look I'm going for. They look a little bit more like those kind of stripper bunny ears, which is not quite what I was going for, but they still look pretty cool. And I can actually remove them off the band and space them out. So I might give that a go just to see whether that sort of helps them look less like rabbit ears. I might just try that quickly now. But these are my animal ears made of toe inserts for sneakers. Thanks for watching. So obviously making teeth out of paper doesn't work properly. Ugh.